Right now, floating in the cold void of space, there is a rock worth enough money to make every single person on Earth, yes, including you, a billionaire. Welcome to 16 Psyche. It's not just an asteroid, it's a $10 quintillion jackpot of gold and platinum. But here's the kicker. If we brought it back to Earth tomorrow, the global economy wouldn't thrive. It would literally die. Gold would become as cheap as aluminum, and your Rolex would be worth about as much as a soda can. Are we looking at the future of infinite wealth or the total annihilation of the financial world as we know it?
For centuries, humanity has waged wars, toppled empires, and scarred the Earth just to get a few tons of shiny yellow metal. But our planet is a closed system with a finite pantry. The universe, not so much. Asteroid mining has officially moved from Hollywood sci-fi to boardroom reality. We're entering a new kind of arms race, and this time the stakes aren't just territory, it's the keys to the kingdom of everything. Why is gold expensive? Simple, it's rare. But in the asteroid belt between Mars and Jupiter, platinum group metals are so abundant that the term resource scarcity starts to look like a joke. We're talking trillions of tons of iron, nickel, and gold. In space, the rarest materials on Earth are basically gravel. Let's talk about our main character, 16 Psyche. It's 140 miles wide. NASA has already launched a probe to go sniff it out. If we harvested it, it would be worth hundreds of times more than the entire global GDP. But the real question isn't what it's worth, it's what it will do to the contents of your wallet. The biggest barrier has always been the Uber fee to get to space. It used to cost $62,000 to put 1 kilogram into orbit. With SpaceX's Starship, that could drop to under $100. Elon Musk isn't just building rockets, he's building the first transcontinental railroad to the stars. The gold mines are officially open for business. How do you mine in zero-G? You don't just dig a hole. Engineers are looking at giant mirrors to vaporize the surface, or autonomous robot swarms that literally eat the asteroid and spit out refined ore. It's less gold rush and more Silicon Valley.
Gravitational keyhole approach is nominal.
Time for some Econ 101, supply and demand. If supply becomes infinite, value hits zero. If SpaceX hauls back 1,000 tons of gold, central banks will lose their minds. Gold, humanity's ultimate safe haven for 5,000 years, would vanish as an asset class overnight. Will the giant corporations share the wealth? Don't hold your breath. They'll likely follow the De Beers diamond playbook. Store the gold in massive space warehouses and drip feed it to the market to keep prices artificially high. The wealth of the universe locked behind a corporate paywall. But what if a disruptor decides to dump the supply? Stock markets crash. Currencies backed by precious metals burn. We'd be resource-rich but economically broke because our old world financial systems can't handle a post-scarcity reality. Plot twist, the most valuable thing on an asteroid isn't gold, it's H2O, water. Why? Because you can split it into hydrogen and oxygen, aka rocket fuel. Space-mined water is the gas station of the galaxy. It's what gets us to Mars and beyond. Bezos and Blue Origin, the government of Luxembourg, even some shadowy startups you've never heard of, they are already staking claims. In the 1800s, it was the British Empire. In the 21st century, the empire is whoever owns the asteroids. The 1967 Outer Space Treaty says no nation can own a celestial body, but the US Space Act of 2015 basically says if you mine it, you own it. We're looking at a legal Wild West where the fastest ship writes the laws.
Mining on Earth is an ecological nightmare. Moving heavy industry to space might be the only way to save our blue marble. We mine where there's no life to protect the only place that has it. It's the ultimate green move.
The plan is to nudge an asteroid into Earth's orbit to make mining easier. Great idea, until someone misses a decimal point. You don't want to accidentally trigger an extinction-level event just to lower the price of your wedding ring.
Goldman Sachs predicts the world's first trillionaire will be an asteroid miner. Will it be Elon, Jeff, or an AI-driven startup in a garage? One thing is for sure, the wealth gap is about to go intergalactic.
What happens to nations that rely on oil or mineral exports? When space resources flood the market, the global power map gets shredded. Old empires fall, new ones rise in orbit. When platinum is as cheap as steel, we get super batteries for everything. Electronics become dirt cheap. Medicine explodes with new possibilities. Abundance doesn't just change prices, it changes what is possible for the human race. But let's get real for a second. We haven't even brought back a single gram of ore from Psyche yet. The R&D costs could bankrupt a small country. This is a high-stakes gamble that only the crazy ones are willing to play.
Asteroid mining is the ultimate test of human greed versus human ingenuity. Will we use it to end poverty, or will we create the greatest inequality in history? The stars are calling, but they don't give anything away for free.
If you had $10 quintillion, what's the first thing you'd buy? A fleet of starships or your own private moon? Let me know in the comments. I want to hear your thoughts on a world where gold is worthless. Smash that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell so you don't miss our next episode on real estate on the moon. I'm SpaceBiz, and this is the Space Economy.